This Red Dead stuff better be good, y'all. I'm not joking.
Welcome back to the channel, y'all. It's been a minute. Let's go. Attack. Ooh. Not Attack on Titan. Oh my god. Sword Art Online, episode 3 of season 3. Sword Art Online, season 3, episode 3. Recap / review. Okay, so I'm gonna have my little pad here, so I might look down. Oh, you know what? I should just go ahead and edit that out and not let you guys know that. Just trying to be true to who I am. I'm so full of shit. If you don't know what Sword Art Online is, I recommend doing like a quick Crunchyroll or VRV subscription. You can watch the whole first season, second season. Pretty sure you can go find the movie out there somewhere. Go watch the movie, then watch the first 2 episodes of this current season that just started airing like, what, 3 weeks ago? And then you can unpause this video, and you can come back and you can hear me talk about everything that happened. Because if I gave you a recap video of all that is Sword Art Online, and I don't even understand a chunk of the plot, so when I don't understand, it's just like there are so many terms. I can't explain it to you. You just have to watch it and get it yourself. Like, that's just what it is. Anyways, come back, so go ahead and pause, and then you can. All right, now unpause it. Now welcome back to my channel. And I'm just going to be going through this really quick, or I would say quick, but you know how I like to ramble. So we start off, Kirito's waking up in the bed, and he gets a flashback of Sugu, which is like his, I'm just going to say his sister from real life, but it's with the other girl who ends up actually being Alice's sister, and Alice is the young girl who was like a prodigy in the village that got taken away within the first episode. And then Kirito got poisoned in that first episode, and now he's in the Floodlight Simulator, and it brings to mind the question of, wait a second, so are floodlights, where are they getting floodlights, or like artificial floodlights from people that are like currently playing games? So it's one of those things where it's like, privacy agreements and them selling our stuff to other motherfuckers. That was what I jumped to be like, actually that might be his sister's, like, floodlight or soul. Also, are floodlights even souls? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Don't spoil this for people. Don't spoil it in the comments, and please don't spoil it for me. That just completely ruins the entire point of these videos, and I know y'all like them because you're watching it. So we're back at the tree, the big ass tree that they are trying to cut down, and Kirito's like, I need Eugeo, which I don't know why he thinks he needs Eugeo. I mean, Eugeo's teaching him about the world, and I also think that this episode is a pretty decent world building episode for like the first 1/3 or maybe even the first half of it. But then, wait, okay, you want this like scaredy cat to come with you? And I know he's important because they both have the swords and the opening, and they're like, doing their thing, training, all that kind of stuff like that. And Eugeo brings out the Blue Rose sword that they found when they were little kids in this Floodlight Simulator, and I was like, oh, so he had the balls to go back and get the sword, but he didn't have the balls to go run and try to save Alice. Didn't have the balls for that, did you? So he has the sword, and of course Kirito's like, well, I need you to be released from your calling so that you can help me come on an adventure because I need a guide. But I feel like there's so many other better people. But I saw people freaking out about Eugeo, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna be redeemed in some form or fashion, and I may eat my fucking words and be like, oh my god, he's actually an amazing character. I love him. I can't believe I ever doubted. Oh god. We're gonna see. So Kirito comes up with the idea to use the sword to chuck away at the tree, and of course it does do more damage than that regular axe that they have, but and the sword got brought out because Kirito was asking, does he have a stronger item than the axe to hit the sword, and that's why he brought that out. But I just the whole situation, I feel like they're gonna find out something. Also, there was a flash of potential with Eugeo when he held the sword the same way that Kirito did and tried to hit it, and I mean, they probably fucked their bones up, like, doing that shit. I don't know, they fucked something up, at least their hands. And they have durability from the little S move that they do that shows them, like, durability, but also it shows them the classes. And so that sword apparently is a divine object that was created by the gods, which I'm pretty sure just like those administrators that Kirito knows that are putting him in that game. And the whole taboo index kind of thing that's constantly brought up. Oh, we can't do this. This is part of the taboo index, or like, the sacred text. But so they basically are like, oh, okay, we can't cut this fucking tree, so we're just gonna go home for the day. And Kirito, of course, is not giving up. So he goes home, he's in the bath, tub, like thinking about stuff. And of course, oof, of course, ooh, of course, little girl comes through, and she's all, the girl who, you know, Alice's younger sister, she comes through. Her name is Selka. So basically, they go back, Kirito's in the bathtub. No, there's no, like, scandalous scene, but of course, Kirito's like, oh, I want to talk to you later, and they're doing this, like, with the door closed, stuff like that. So, he goes, he talks to her, and he's talking to her about her sister, and she has, like, a mini, like, moment. Well, she knows she just definitely has a moment of vulnerability where she comes and she's all like, you know, I feel like people are blaming me for my sister's disappearance. Like, I'm the only one left. And people see me. I think they see my sister more than they see me. And the same thing with Eugeo, and like how Eugeo doesn't smile anymore, and how he treats her differently. He looks at her, when he looks at her, she says that it looks like Eugeo's like in torture and pain, and I'm like, this is fucked up. But also I was just like, these are people, I don't even know if they're people. Are they just primarily NPCs, or are they just like emotions or souls that do not know how to confront and deal with problems, especially societal problems, because they're being taught by this taboo index. That is what is keeping them in the line. Or I don't think that taboo index is what they're being taught by, but you know, like the central city and the sacred texts and those priests that are the only ones who are allowed to use a certain spell to raise people from the dead that Eugeo and Kirito was talking about earlier, which I definitely feel like is going to come back around. Right before Selka leaves, she's like, oh, and do you even know why my sister got taken? And so he's like, oh, yeah, she like went to the End Mountains and she stepped into the dark territory. And she's like, oh, for real? That's what happened? And of course they do like a little close-up shot, and I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna wake up in the morning, Selka's gonna be gone. And what happens? We wake up in the morning, and Selka's gone. She's gone. She's on her way to the End Mountain. So he, of course, runs into Eugeo, and they're like, oh, have you seen Selka? No, I haven't seen that. And then they figure it out, and then they go, and I thought it was a nice little touch where he like did the S on the plant, and he was like, oh, this plant recently lost some of its life or durability or whatever. Someone's recently been here. So they're going to the same exact Ice Dragon cave, except this time, right before they get to the Ice Dragon, like, room, they hear Selka screaming, they go through, and there are goblins. And there was a mention of goblins earlier that was like one of the random things that kept happening, and I was like, oh, well, they're eventually going to run into those goblins and fight them, because, you know, sword action, sword art online, like, we got to get some kind of action scene soon. It's coming. I know it's coming, and I know that's why they're not doing it like crazy, because they have to have a budget for when it gets real. Now, they saw the goblins. The goblins did not eat Selka or like kill her. She was wrapped up, and that was quickly explained by the big head honcho goblin that walked by and was like, oh, we only take women alive, like, we can't really sell men, we just gonna kill y'all and eat y'all. And here we are again. So Eugeo stands the fuck up and just like screams Selka. This is before the goblins even noticed them. And then proceeds to lock and freeze the fuck up, just how he did when Alice was being taken away. And Kirito, again, was like, get ready, like, let's go, let's do something. And I mean, Kirito right now can't really do anything because he doesn't have a sword to do anything with. But Eugeo, how are you gonna... Now, I guess he is under the impression that I cannot let what happened to Alice happen to Selka again, and I think that's what's driving him, and I think that drove him into this current situation where he thought he could do something, but he still cannot. And now he's just in the... It's messed up for the guy, but I know it's character development, and I'm interested in seeing where it's going. But so far, I'm not annoyed with him, but I'm skeptical. I'm gonna say I'm skeptical about it. I hope the development is great. But yeah, that's a quick recap of this. They ended it like right there where Eugeo froze up, and I was like, oh, we're not gonna get like some goblin blood or nothing. But that's for Goblin Slayer. I haven't even started that yet, so I'm definitely about to start that right now. Watch the first 3 episodes and do a little quick video for that for y'all, because I'm excited about that. Even though I'm a little bit worried that it's like fan service-y, but you know, I'll see when I watch it. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'm definitely gonna try to keep up with these videos as far as doing like as the episodes come out every week, just like, you know, watching an episode, getting this up, editing it, and just uploading it and posting it as I go, as opposed to waiting for one day and trying to like do it all, and then I can't go out and enjoy my life because I have to work, I have to get money too, you know. So Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Or maybe I should just start putting that like down on the bottom here. That way I don't have to say it every single time. I know some people do, some people don't, but you know, let me know what you like. For future videos, once again, I'm going to be experimenting with picture-in-picture overlays. It also depends on like what YouTube will let me get away with, because the copyright thing is a thing. It is a very adamant thing, and I don't want my channel getting taken. I mean, if my channel got taken down right now, it would suck, but it wouldn't be like cataclysmic. But I also wouldn't have anything to show anyone, and the majority of those videos that I recorded already, I still have them, but they're like, I would not want to post them ever again, because I would want to re-edit or like redo and all kinds of stuff like that. So, you know, I'm just being very, 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 very particular about what I post, what kind of music I'm posting. Is it open? And also, I'm not even getting any money from this yet, so that's gonna be a whole nother ballgame if I ever get to the point where I'm gonna make some money from this. But thank you for watching. I would really like to know you all's views on what's going on with the show. I know a lot of people hate this show. I like it. I like it for what it is, what it gives me. I get a new song from Lisa as the opening. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? Keep this coming. Have a good night, day, evening, lunch, brunch, low-key afternoon, whenever you watch this video. Bye.